Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Conservation Diaries. This week we've had some great sightings out here in the bush. However, the temperature has dropped about 2 degrees, I would say, and winter is well on its way. So time for those hot water bottles and beanies and scarves and gloves to be taken out. The cold's not seeming to affect this herd of elephants as they go through the chilly Lapalala River to get to these bulrush reeds. The lure of these reeds seems to be too irresistible for these elephants, and they brave the cold Lapalala River to get to them. Not spending too long in the river, however, we watched them for about 15 minutes in the river and they moved out into the other side. I guess just a little bit too cold for them at times too. We've been lucky enough to have this female cheetah hang around our camp for the last 3 or 4 days. This female cheetah is the one with the cub. This afternoon she decided to leave her cub and go hunting on her own. The cub is about at the age where it's starting to grasp the idea of hunting, and I'm sure in no time at all you'll see this female doing that typical cheetah trait and catch a small antelope and allow her cub to take it down and catch it. A great strategy for this female cheetah in teaching her young cub how to hunt. But as I mentioned, her cub is not quite at that age, but almost. I would say maybe in the next month or two we'll be seeing that little youngster trying to hunt with his mom. We also catch up with the Nambiti boys on their normal patrol of the old airstrip out towards Eastgate. This afternoon they were in a very sleepy mood and didn't seem to be doing too much. So we decided we were going to carry on north to Mahlatsi Plains, where we heard the lions had been exploring the last 2 or 3 days. And true to form, here they were right out in the open. The big male himself, and as well as the 4 cubs and the 2 females, all together here at Mahlatsi Plains. And this is one of the most northern parts of the game reserve. So we've been calling this pride the Western Pride because when they were released, they spent the majority of the time in the Aitshoek area, which is out in the west. Now, however, since they've taken over that Northern Pride's territory out here in the north, they've essentially become the Northern Pride. But we're gonna be looking for a new name for this pride. So if you have any ideas, please leave them in the comments below. These lions set for a feast. They hadn't touched much of this zebra. Their tummies do look full, so I'm assuming they ate recently. Lions love to hunt. It's almost like a game for them. I've seen lions with full tummies nearly dragging to the ground and still try and hunt game. So for me, I think it's more of a game and almost fun for them to hunt. So these lions were definitely not starving, but came across this dazzle of zebra and the right opportunity arose and they took it down. So now they will at least have a source of food for the next day or two, which will give us a reliable sighting for our guests. So quite a nice week of sightings again here at Tinswalo Lapalala. We've even had a female leopard calling yesterday morning and the morning before at about 5:30 each morning, which is quite nice to hear. So from all of us here at Tinswalo, where conservation never stops, we'll catch you all next week Wednesday.